Every day, we subject our hair to a brutal physical gauntlet. Between 400-degree flat irons, harsh chemical dyes, and the friction of daily life, we constantly strip away our hair's natural defenses. Look closely at a damaged strand, and you'll see the toll. The protective outer layer, the cuticle, erodes and peels back. This exposes the inner cortex, leaving behind empty voids where keratin and moisture used to be. The standard commercial response to this damage is a synthetic patch. Bottled conditioners and serums rely heavily on silicones to coat the hair in a smooth, temporary film. They create the illusion of health, but they don't repair the compromised physical structure underneath. But if we look past the modern drugstore aisle and into ancient traditions, specifically Ayurveda, we find a different approach. The true pharmacopoeia for structural hair repair already exists in nature, driven by what we now recognize as sophisticated green chemistry. Getting real, long-lasting vitality requires abandoning those quick cosmetic fixes. Instead, we have to rebuild the hair's architecture from the roots all the way to the ends, using a holistic, plant-based ritual. The first chronological step of this traditional spa ritual actually ignores the length of your hair entirely. It begins with a preparatory, nutrient-dense oil massage applied directly to the scalp. Not all oils are created equal. Coconut and avocado oils act as penetrating oils. Because they are packed with low molecular weight fatty acids, they are physically small enough to breach the hair shaft and condition the strand from the inside out. These oils become delivery systems when infused with powerful Ayurvedic herbs. Ingredients like bringraj, rosemary, and amla, a potent green fruit harvested by the thousands, are steeped into the carrier oils to extract their concentrated vitamins and antioxidants. Massaging this heady, infused oil into the skin triggers an immediate biological reaction. The physical friction increases blood circulation, the botanical compounds soothe local inflammation, and a direct supply of fresh nutrients is delivered right into the active follicles. Healing hair is essentially an agricultural problem. You cannot fix a withered leaf without first nourishing the soil that grows it. Once the scalp is fed, the ritual moves to the hair shaft itself. This second step relies on deep structural masks, often mixed from nutrient-dense kitchen staples. To repair cortical voids, the hair needs raw building blocks. Soaking fenugreek seeds or blending yogurt and honey creates a paste loaded with the amino acids and proteins required to reinforce a compromised strand. This diagram shows how plant fats from ingredients like shea butter and aloe vera operate mechanically. Instead of just sitting on the surface, these lipids seek out and physically plug the microscopic, jagged gaps along the damaged cuticle edge. With those gaps filled, deep hydration is locked inside the core. The hair fiber regains its natural elasticity, allowing it to stretch and flex under tension without snapping. This structural masking phase takes brittle, hollowed-out strands and reconstructs them. The result is a fortified, resilient fiber, capable of holding up against environmental stress and daily styling. The final stage of the ritual relies on another ancient practice, the therapeutic liquid rinse. This is typically an apple cider vinegar base that has been steeped with active botanicals. Depending on the scalp's needs, it might feature nettle, cooling peppermint, or the antioxidant-rich red hibiscus flower. The function here is pure green chemistry. Because the rinse is highly acidic, it matches the hair's natural pH. When applied, this acidity forces the microscopic scales of the hair cuticle to tightly lay flat against the shaft. To add a finishing touch, mucilaginous ingredients like marshmallow root extract or fermented rice water are mixed in. They lay down a micro-thin, slippery coating over that flattened cuticle, detangling the strands and leaving a high-gloss shine. This final sealing step acts as a biological shield. It locks the newly deposited proteins and moisture safely inside, while preventing future environmental damage from penetrating the fiber. The biological result of completing this full process is hair that is structurally sound. It is deeply nourished directly at the active root, highly elastic along the shaft, and brilliantly shiny on the surface. But biology takes time. Performing this ritual 2 to 3 times a week is necessary to accumulate these benefits and build long-term cellular health. Earnest. Compare that to the fragile, temporary illusion of smoothness you get from a bottle of commercial silicone. One simply hides the damage until your next shower. The other actually repairs the fiber. The highest tier of professional-grade luxury hair repair doesn't require an expensive salon appointment. It just requires returning to the earth and applying the time-tested botanical therapeutics waiting right in your kitchen.